Paltrocast.
Aside from doing an interview where you're on your way to the airport and all that, good day for you so far?
All good, brother. Yeah, everything's good. Day's going good. Nice and sunny out here. About to fly back to LA, so it's all good. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm actually at the terminal, but it's
Yes,
all
sir.
good.
I can hear you. I can see you and all that. And it's been a big 2023 for you so far. People think you might win 2024 Grammy Producer of the Year. Fingers crossed right there. But what's the latest project? What's the thing that you're most proud of at the moment?
I'm very proud right now at the moment of project I'm working on with my mom. It's a project that is long overdue, something she's wanted to do for quite some time, which
Mhm.
is songs of inspiration. People who know my mom know that she's very inspirational.
Oh, yeah.
She's very positive person, such a philanthropist, such an amazing, giver. So I'm really proud of this project. Songs of inspiration. It's got some great features on it. And I'm really looking forward to it coming out.
Got it. I've had the pleasure of interviewing her a few times, and it's amazing how good she
Nice.
is with technology and social media. Did you have anything to do with that?
I can't say I did. Mom is, like she likes to say, she's a very nosy person. And during the pandemic, she was in her house, and there wasn't anybody really allowed to visit, for obvious reasons. But my niece was there a few times visiting, and she was in the living room, and she was using Twitter, and mom
Mhm.
was being nosy. What's that? And she showed her how to use it, and the rest is history, man. She picked that app up, started tweeting people immediately, tweeting, at Chance the Rapper, at The
Yeah.
Weeknd, and the rest is history. So
She even started up a feud
yeah,
with the professional wrestler MJF. But anyway,
she
uh,
did. Yes, she did.
so with you, it's incredible how your career goes back decades. Even without your mother, the early work you did related to Bone Thugs and Harmony, was that the first
Yeah,
big project that or artist that you'd worked with, Bone Thugs?
yeah. Flesh and Bone was the first big artist I worked with back in 1990. Wow, 1995, late 95, early 96, right before the late Eazy-E passed. Had a chance to meet the fellas, uh, Gary Ballin and Jerry Heller, the great late Jerry Heller, managed me for quite a few years. Gary was my main manager. Jerry was more like a mentor. And through that connection, I met the guys and had a lot of success with Flesh and with Bone Thugs. And it's been great. Still
Right.
to this day, I'm very close to the fellas. We're celebrating 20 some odd years doing this. I think 26 years, something like that. Wow.
Yeah. But before I ask more about you, I think it's a shame with the movie Straight Outta Compton that they choose that narrative on Jerry Heller, not the fact that you came out of there, Will I Am came out of there, etc. So much came
Back,
out of artists that he worked with, yet the
back.
narrative is quite different from history, you know?
That's the as they say, the magic of movie making, right? Like it can magically go your way, or it can magically go the way that they want it to go. So I'm
Right.
very cautious with anything pertaining to even my mom. That we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know.
Well said. So one of the
Yeah.
tracks that people are talking about that you worked on is the Diane Warren Penn song for the 80 for Brady. Did you know that that was
Yeah.
going to be such a hit, such a talked about song when you started working on it?
No. I knew that it would probably have quite an impact, um, based on um, who was a part of the song. When you look at the legends who are on that record, Dolly Parton, Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera, that's hilarious. Christina was on Lady Marmalade. I just flashed back because we call this the new kind of Lady Marmalade. So Dolly Parton, Belinda Carlisle, Debbie Harry, Gloria Estefan, Cyndi Lauper.
Mhm.
Um, you know, literally, they're the icons, right? The true legends. And then you flash back years ago to the song that I was a part of, which was Lady Marmalade. Christina, Maya, Pink, Kim, Missy
Lil
Elliott,
Kim. Yeah.
Little Kim. Yeah. It's kind of like I knew even then that we'd have a big record. Didn't know it was going to be a monster. Had no idea this would be a monster that it is, of a hit. And I'm very proud of it. Very proud to be a part of this. Very proud of Diane. She always manages to write some great songs. And being attached to a movie, about Tom Brady at such a time in his career, in his life, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I am curious about with you as a producer, sometimes a producer can be like Rick Rubin, where they're just a vibes guy that doesn't really play instruments. They just A&R style go, this is good, this is bad, and that's that. And then you have other producers who deliver finished tracks where they play most of the instruments. Which
Right.
direction do you take as a producer?
I take both directions. I mean, I don't have any set way. It just depends on the project. I've been asked to come aboard projects and be a vibe guy and produce, more like a director, kind of, give advice, give, angles on songs, give my feels, my energy. And then I've also produced from the ground floor up, which is literally from thin air, creating a snare, kick drum, hi-hat, keys, melody, strings, whatever else is needed to create a song. Sometimes melody on top. So there's no set way. I tell people it's like when you cook, I think some of the greatest chefs in the world just go in the kitchen and hook it up, man.
Well said. Is there a primary instrument for you, an instrument that you think that you're best at?
I think I'm probably best at drums and drum programming. I love the energy of music, and energy starts with drums. I love space in music. I love the pocket. So yeah, I think I'm probably best at drums. I fake it pretty well on the keyboard, man. I'm not like a great piano player by any means. I probably can play chopsticks pretty well.
That there's a lot of people that hasn't stopped. Well, I got two more questions and then we'll let you get on your flight. And the
Appreciate
first question is, we're talking about all your success as a producer, but obviously there's songwriting, there's musicianship, there's
Sure.
consulting and advising. What
Sure.
are you? When somebody says, what does Damon do? Do you have an easy word for what it is that you are?
I show up, man. That's what I do. I like to say I'm kind of like a chameleon. I sing. I used to dance, believe it or not. I wasn't that good, but I thought I was. I thought I was Michael Jackson, man. I thought I was like the best dancer in the world. I actually battled. Funny story. I used to battle will.i.am before everybody knew who he was.
Yeah.
When the Black Eyed Peas were first getting formed, and literally before they had a dime to their pocket, there was a club called Ballistics, which David Faustino, who was Bud Bundy, used to throw the club, right?
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
you were around all the Scott Conn, David Faustino.
Scotty's my boy. Like we grew up together. Scotty, David, the Booyah Tribe. I'm OG, man. I'm OG, and literally I was around all of that. And yeah, so anyway, that's me.
Well, this is not my last question, but you just said the Booyah Tribe. So not the last question here, but Judgment Night soundtrack. Was that a big record for you?
Huge record, man. Huge record.
Yeah. Next time I interview you, we're going to talk about those early days of hip hop. But
you got it, bro.
The last thing before I let you go.
Okay.
What's the best way to follow you and know what's going on? And the reason I say that is because your Wikipedia is super outdated, and obviously it's not you writing it. But how do we track Damon Elliott? What's the best way?
I need to get on the team to update that Wikipedia too, by the way. The best way, just Instagram, man. I'm an Instagrammer. You know what I mean? IG. I am Damon, DamonElliott. That's the best way to find me. They're working on my website right now as well. Kind Music Group is my label. You can go to kindmusicgroup.com. It's coming soon as well. They're just revamping it because I've signed a few new artists that we're very proud of, and things coming. I'm walking in the terminal as I talk to you, but that's okay. And that's probably the best way to find me, man.
Well, I look forward to tracking all that new stuff. I look forward to you winning some awards awards. In the meantime, Damon, thanks for your time and safe travels.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good one. Take care.
Paltrocast.